Okay, here I'm going to do problem number 3 in the midterm exam review. And part A says to correct the following lists of subnet IDs. And part B says to divide the Class C network into 4 subnets. Okay, so we're correcting both of them. And in part A, we're dividing the Class C into 8 subnets, and in part B, we're dividing the Class C into 4 subnets. Okay, and you can see in part A that we are incrementing the subnet ID by 32 each time. And in fact, 0, 32, 64, 96, 128, 160, 192, and 224 are increments of 32. But the problem with this is that when we increment by 32, that is not a /26. That is, in fact, well, let's just do a quick review of it here. If we have a /26, that implies that, well, 32 minus 26 is 6. And therefore, we have 2 to the 6th, or 64 addresses per subnet. Okay, and in fact, we've got 32 addresses per subnet because we've taken a Class C, which has 256 addresses, divided into 8 subnets, and 8 times 32 is indeed 256. And so this is got the wrong slash value here. Okay, and let's look. We need fewer addresses, and so we need a smaller number here. So we need the 6 to be a 5, and so we need the 26 to be a 27. So /27 gives us 32 minus 27, or 5, or 2 to the 5th, or 32 addresses per subnet. Okay, so that's the one we want. And this whole calculation is based on taking our IP address and dividing it up into a network, a subnet, and a host. And the slash value is n plus s, or slash, I forget what variable I use for that, slash k, let's say. And so this is a simple mistake here. We've got 32 addresses, and that should be a /27. Here in part B, we have a Class C network, which has 256 addresses. We're dividing it into 4 subnets. 4 times 64 is 256. So we should have 64 per subnet. And a /26 is correct for 64 per subnet, as we calculated here. /26 gives us 64. And so we should be incrementing by 64 here. I go 0, 64, 128. But then 160 is only 32 higher than 128. And so, in fact, if I increment 128 plus 64, I get 192 here in this 4th subnet ID. And so that's the problem with this one, and it can be corrected by replacing the 160 with a 192. Okay, so that's just 2 simple examples of taking a look at something and seeing what's wrong with it.